Grand Theft Auto 6 like video leaked or?
Yeah, video of. I saw someone say it's a newer build because it has a song from 2025 in it in the video or in one of the videos, which I guess must mean it. It can't be that old.
Right. I'm gonna put forth a theory here. I'm gonna wager it looked a lot like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. I mean, it looked. It was nice. Like it.
Yeah,
it looked good.
Those are fun games. Yeah.
Yeah. It looked
People have treated Grand Theft Auto 6 like a load-bearing video game.
Yeah. And
like world hunger is going to be solved.
Marvel movies are going to be good again. Yeah.
They talk about like people move the release of their game because it's going to suck all the oxygen out of the room. That's going to take up all the money for months and months. And I don't know.
It's going to fill up the entire volume of the market.
I am sure when that game comes out for PC in 2030, I will enjoy it just fine.
I mean, what do you think Grand Theft Auto 6 could possibly bring that isn't just like Grand Theft Auto? They did that. Oh yeah, I remember from Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, you drive around and you shoot people with your gun. Maybe you drive a car like that.
They could put Spider-Man in there. I
saw one of the videos I saw was a guy shooting basketballs. He was shooting hoops.
Could you do that in any previous Grand Theft Auto?
Probably.
Could you fish?
I don't know.
Could you fish?
Can you in 6?
It's my understanding that fishing is what makes a video game a real video game.
Oh, that'll be $80, please.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's just the fact. So they're right. They shouldn't put out any video games around it.
And by $80, I meant $90.
$80 just is for the pre-order. That doesn't buy you the whole game.
Yeah.
It just sold your place in line.
Yeah.
We'll need another $60 for the download code.
I remember being a little gremlin and not knowing shit about dick.
Yeah.
And having my PS2, the working man's console, and I remember we had Grand Theft Auto 3, and we would all get together and we'd hang out and we'd play. We like to play video games with each other, and only one of my friends actually played that game correctly. Where you're supposed to there's a missions and story, and there's a way to progress.
Yeah,
you can progress into other cities and stuff.
No, you drove around and shot people.
You drove around and shot people, waiting for the cops to come in, and you shot them too. That was the whole point of the game to me.
Me and Mario's mutual aforementioned friend, Ecstasy Mike, I remember he would play 5 all the time, and he would just spend an hour at a time power sliding in a circle around the Statue of Liberty, running people over. And that's Grand Theft Auto 5. That's what you did.
That's the point of the game.
My turn to play. And then the next guy would power slide
watering the Tree of Liberty with blood.
One of his favorite things is he would just take a car and then he would just jump it off something. He'd be like, "Oh, guys, check this out!" And then every every fucking time, just be like, "Yeah, man."
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I am sure Grand Theft Auto 6, will look lovely and be all good and stuff, but I don't know. It's load bearing, pillar of our economy, driver of console sales. That apparently that's the projection. That's what people are saying.
I hope that when it disappoints, the entire economy falls out. It's Mad Max.
Oh
that's
my God!
Happens. Yeah.
Day 1, GTA 6 goes on sale. Day 2, the water lords are decided.
Yeah. It's all divvied up.
It's all divvied up. We're already there. The territories of the new eastern front of the United States will be bunkered down. And it'll all be good.
And with
I'm
that,
getting a mohawk.
And with that, welcome back to Scryer's Room. I am your host, Famfare.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mario.
And I'm Rob. Thanks for having me, fellas.
And today, we're going to talk about...
Oh, yeah.
A little thing I love called Stargate.
Oh, yes. A major part of my childhood. This is what was on television when my dad came home from work.
I was telling Rob earlier when we made the decision to talk about Stargate, a load-bearing memory / formative time of my life was I would go to the local nerd shelter, or as you unenlightened idiots call your local gaming store. They're actually called nerd shelters. Get with the program.
I never heard anyone but you call it that, but that's
what it's called.
That's what it's called now.
That's what it's called. It's the nerd shelter.
I fully adopted that.
It's where nerds go to not be bullied by jocks. It's where they go. It's a safe place.
Like the basement and recess.
Yeah, it's a safe space for nerds. It's the nerd shelter. It's not the local gaming store. That's dumb. You don't call it that.
Can I pause just for a moment to talk about Recess?
No.
That cartoon.
Already out to derail. I love it.
Yeah. That cartoon is based off of Hogan's Heroes, which is about guys in like an internment camp fighting Nazis.
I never knew that.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Like all the characters are like references to like that show Hogan's Heroes, where they're hassling Rommel, I think is the plot of it.
Isn't Hogan's Heroes the one where they're in the camp and they like, but it's like silly? Like,
Yeah, it's a
like
joke.
they're in like a silly internment camp and they do shenanigans to make sure everything goes okay?
And that's why it's a public school in America.
Oh.
It all comes together.
And Randall and Sergeant Schultz!
Yeah?
Rob's face. He's making the soy face right now. He's making the soy face right now. It's good. That's good.
Wow.
When I found out about this, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, that's no, directly, yes.
Wow.
Yep.
That's wild. Well, that's important knowledge. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
But no, as I was saying, I would go to the local nerd shelter.
Yes.
And I would go with my brother, and we would play Mech Clicks.
Yes.
Mech Warrior. It was like Hero Clicks, where you have, but it was like Mech Warrior based, BattleTech based.
Yeah.
You get your little booster box, and it would have it would be random draws of different little units, and it would always be like a mech, a tank, and then some infantry. The infantry almost always sucked, but yeah, we would go out there on Fridays.
Is that the ones where the figs click like you?
Yeah,
so you take damage.
Okay.
Yeah. As you take damage, and the stats would change, and they'd gain and lose abilities. There'd be little, like some of the numbers would be colored. They have a little colored block around them, and that would dictate they have an ability. And as you click it down, usually they'd lose the abilities and get shittier over time. It was super fun and super cute, and we would go there on Fridays and we'd play. And then when we came back, then it would be Sci-Fi Fridays on the Sci-Fi channel.
You're goddamn
and
right.
we'd watch Stargate. And that was a very formative part of my life.
Richard Dean Anderson, that's the guy's name, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see him come on screen and you're like, it's going to be a good one.
So, the only thing I know about Stargate is that guy from MacGyver is in it.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know that is because there's a late run Simpsons episode that revealed this knowledge to me.
Yeah.
And that is the full extent of my knowledge about the Stargate series.
What's really wild about it is that he is just whatever age he is. He doesn't appear to be old or young. He's just old enough to have backstory, but young enough that we're still supposed to be like, he's a man. He's a man
He's spry.
of some... he's adult, right? Okay? He's not old, okay? But otherwise, he's completely descriptionless.
You know that an actor is old when the 30-year-old woman he's with is no longer doable. Like how in Top Gun 2, Tom Cruise is like the love interest is like a woman that's like 45 to 50 or somewhere in that range, like visibly an older lady, because he's like, you know, in your head that Tom Cruise is like 60, 65 years old, and you can't do that anymore.
The one that got me was in the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey, about and then he's just there with Zooey Deschanel, visibly 40 years her senior.
Ooh.
Like, obvious.
I never saw that. That's funny.
Yikes.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. At a certain point, that's like, okay, this is a big enough problem for our movie that we're going to have to do something different.
Yeah. No, he could not. He could be her grandfather.
It's not creepy. It's not.
So strange, ageless Richard Dean Anderson. That's your Stargate take, Kevin.
I mean, I love everything about Stargate. But he is just not ageless. He's not ageless. He's aged. But he's also not anything in particular.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's like,
if it came out that it was like, oh no, he was like 30. Like that his character was meant to be 30. I'd be like, oh. And then if it was like, oh, his character is meant to be in his late 50s, I'd be like, crazy. Like there's no difference between that, and that's 30 years.
What tickles me is that the Stargate SG-1 series, the one that I'm so fond of that I watched on Sci-Fi Fridays, it was the main character, the guy we were just talking about, the man whose egos.
Yeah.
He was meant to replace Kurt Russell, who was in the movies, And you can't get Kurt Russell for a TV show. He costs too much.
Right.
So they got MacGyver instead.
His hair is kind of like Kurt Russell's hair, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I see why they got him as a stand-in.
I think it's really funny that they got the one character that the movie assures us is not coming back. And that actor, he came back. He's like the main science guy. And then the other character, who is the main character, and they're like, and find out what happens next time he opens the Stargate. They recasted him.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
That is... I love Stargate.
So, the movie, right? Came out in 1994.
Yeah.
Starring Kurt Russell as Colonel Jack O'Neill.
Jack
That
O'Neill.
is, of course, that's his name.
And then the scientist is Dr. Daniel Jackson.
Yes.
Who they did Ancient Aliens before Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
Where his Dr. Jackson's theory is that the pyramids of Egypt are landing platforms for spaceships. And he was laughed out of academia. Can you believe it? Turns out he was right, though. They found this big ring.
Insane theory is one, regular theory is a million.
They found a big old ring thing in Egypt, sealed off. And,
Which I'm sure is nothing. So
yeah, and they fuck with it, and
they hook it up to a car battery.
Basically, they use supercomputers or whatever because it has like symbols on it, and it turns out it's a Stargate. We're not sure where it goes though.
Title card.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Then turns out it goes to an alien world. Oh wow, ruled by this being called Ra. And it's like, oh, everything is Egyptian.
There's a lot of Egyptian stuff going on here. Yeah.
And the implication being that this guy built this Stargate and took humans from Earth and put them on this planet and pretended to be the sun god Ra. And he's the inspiration for ancient Egypt.
And then the sun god Ra takes batches of us. He says to always like labor in his heavens, and obviously we went with him. And then it turns out he's just some kind of snake man.
Yeah, and then the ancient Egyptians were like, fuck this shit, and they buried the Stargate.
Yeah.
So he can't come
We
here
thought that he
anymore.
was a good God-fearing bird man.
And then...
Or at least some sort of bug that eats shit.
Yeah, and then the U.S. government figured out how to turn it on, and they go through, and they find that whole thing, and he's ruling over people like he's a pharaoh. And it's not clear what Ra is. He has glowing eyes.
Yeah.
And he talked in a weird, deep voice.
Don't worry, they didn't entertain for a moment that he might be a god.
So, like, in the movie, they changed the shit for the show, but in the movie, he claims to be the last member of his race, which is some sort of alien species. And then he's currently in the body of, like, a human.
Yeah.
Like, wearing them, I guess. And
Which becomes it becomes clear how that works in the show.
Because he does, because he also just had a bunch of kids with his human body, and he uses them as Operation Human Shield.
Oh man,
yeah, like
it's fun, it's free, and it's easy.
Yeah, Dr. Jackson and Colonel O'Neill like are threatening him, and then he has like a horde of his children come up and just run in front of him, and he's just like, "What will you do now, Paladin?" It's a pretty good moment. But basically, the movie just establishes all the shit. It's like, okay, these aliens and pretended to be gods. They have big pyramid ships, which originally the plan is.
Kurt Russell?
O'Neill is Kurt Russell's gonna go over there with a nuke.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna blow it up, and he's gonna blow up the gate, and he's gonna sacrifice himself.
That's so American. Just blow it up with a nuke
because he's so depressed because his son accidentally killed himself.
Yeah, because he got
with
into
his
the
gun
safe. Yeah.
Oh no!
His son got in the gun safe, and then just
so
took one look down the barrel.
And so he's just. Doesn't care about life anymore.
Yeah.
And but he meets one of the people on Abydos, the alien planet, who Skara, a young boy, reminds him of his boy. And they bond. And then he's just like, maybe I don't have to blow myself up.
This one I'll teach how to clean the gun without the blindfold.
Yeah, TLDR, Ra tries to leave on his spaceship, and then they smuggled the thing onto his spaceship, and then they teleport off of it, and then kaboom, and then Ra's dead. We won.
Got his ass.
And then they leave through the Stargate back to Earth, and then Dr. Jackson stays because he got a hot wife randomly, who's Scar's sister.
By the way, they live in the shit-blasted desert world.
Yeah, I figured.
It's just whatever cartoon version of Egypt that they used for, like,
with a yellow
Super
filter.
Mario. Yeah. It's just
and
a yellow...
the sun attacks you.
Yeah. And
they have, like, 2 sons.
I'm going to stay here with my hot wife. And the American government was like, I'm going to tell you something that no one in any desert has ever heard. We'll never see you again. And then they left. And he's like, don't worry. We're going to build something better. We're going to really do it. I'm gonna learn all about this culture. He's like an anthropologist, right? Also, like, that's part of it.
Yeah, he's like an archeologist. Like,
that's what it is. Yeah,
and then like a polyglot.
Yeah,
like speaks a million billion languages.
And we're gonna build Stargate 2.
They put a better lid on it than the other guys, but otherwise, their Stargate technology is essentially a fucking free for all in the series. People call in all the time and just walk through. They scramble dudes to, like, all right, get the guys with the fucking M16s, point all your guns at the Stargate. There's a guy coming through, and then a guy comes through, and he's like, I'm Clorgoblex, and I'm here for help. Can you help me, American military? And they're like, we thought you'd never ask, Clorgoblex.
Well,
9 seasons of gold, you know.
Sort of.
Peak.
Okay.
Peak.
All right. So, because the movie originally, the plan, as I understand it, was they were going to make more. But
movies, yeah.
But originally, it's just like apparently the rings just were 1-to-1.
Yeah,
like they just went
to
here,
yeah.
Earth and Abydos, and that was it.
Yeah.
But then the show, which started in 1997,
made it into the internet / a phone.
What?
They built a control panel for it, basically.
It made the Stargate into the internet and or a phone, where you dial in the phone number and you go to the Stargate.
Yeah, there's every planet with a Stargate has its address, and then you have to dial that, and then you can go there.
The Stargate is a series of tubes,
and you have to feed it an evil chemical that we can only find in alien planets.
No, it works. It just requires a lot of power. It's made of naquita.
That's what it is.
Which is the made-up element.
Poistanium.
Yeah, it's like the super... It does everything.
Yeah.
It does all the stuff.
Unobtainium.
Kinda.
It's essentially unobtainium if they were not ever allowed to show unobtainium. They could only refer to it.
Unshowium.
Yeah, unshowium.
Yes.
We turned the unshowium into this prop. Don't you love it? It's clearly made of plastic.
Not gonna lie, the Stargate effect when it opens up and it like there's like a little whoosh, pretty sick nasty.
You know what happens if you get hit by that shit?
You vaporize, right?
Yeah. It throws every atom just into the quantum winds, just separated.
You just get like obliterated.
It's the coolest.
So the first continuation was Stargate SG-1.
Yes.
Which started on Showtime.
Really?
Yeah, I
was shocked to find out for like 3 seasons.
I thought it was Sci-Fi
until Sci-Fi
yeah.
picked it up. And then it has like an hour-long like little movie pilot. That's pretty cool. Which changes,
where they explain how Kurt Russell got a new head.
It changes fucking everything, and like his jaw shrank somehow, and he's now instead of being like an alcoholic sad man because his son is dead, he's now jaded, just sarcastic man.
Yeah, he's just sort of gruff.
Who now has morphed into MacGyver.
Yeah.
It'll happen quick.
Yeah.
And it could happen to you.
Wake up tomorrow as MacGyver.
Yeah.
But basically
even you could wake up tomorrow recast as Richard Dean Anderson.
It's implied the Stargate program has been shut down because we killed Ra and they buried that gate on the other side. It's worthless now. It's just a ring. And so it's just in a military base in the basement, basically.
They should bury it, too. They should put it in a brick of lead.
No, they just put a tarp over it. And then there's...
They did.
There's like
They should put that shit in a million miles of lead. All the lead. That
as far
ever
as they
exists.
know, it only went to the one place.
And
But
that
then,
place is all covered in sand, so who gives a shit?
and there's like a couple guards just basically playing hooky, like they're just playing cards and
Yeah.
like drinking. And then the Stargate turns on, and then these dudes in snake armor come out,
The snake armor is so sick nasty.
Yeah.
and they start blasting them with these energy staves.
They have like
and,
laser spears that are
What
sick.
the hell is that thing?
and then the guy in golden snake armor, his head thing opens up, and it's like
And Iron Man's open, yeah.
I don't know. I guess he's vaguely Egyptian looking. I don't know, but he's got like a silver skull cap thing, and
Yeah.
then his eyes.
Does he
come out.
have like the eye of Osiris around his real eye? That's how you usually tell they're Egyptian. And stuff.
Yeah.
No.
The wing eyeliner for the
yeah.
wisdom of Osiris.
Maybe I don't know.
They love doing that.
And,
as if it turns clearly an Italian man into a Middle Eastern.
But his eyes glow just
Yeah.
like
Hey,
Roz
Sicily,
did.
Egypt, those are close to each other.
Sicily, Egypt,
Mediterranean.
they've got Y's in them.
And then he uses a weird hand device to take the hot female soldier,
Yeah.
and then he just goes into just takes her away into the Stargate.
Just abducting women.
With me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
They love abducting women.
then there's like, we gotta
Normally-
we gotta call in the experts. Colonel Jack O'Neill, who's retired at this point, and just, they come and get him, and he's just looking at the stars through a telescope. And
How did you get back from space, Egypt?
they were like, "We need you again, sir." And he's like, "What's up?" It's like, "We think Ra might be alive." Da-da-da. And then the people who went with him in the movie also are, not the same actors, I don't think, but the same characters are just like, "Good to have you back, Colonel." It's like, "You son of a bitch!" Like, you know.
It's good we're all seeing each other again, and we all recognize and know each other and have known each other this whole time. And as
definitely
you,
the same person.
And then they're gathered together because they got to go through to try to see what
Yeah.
what's going on. They figured out that actually there's a bunch of addresses. We figured this out pretty recently.
Did no one look on the back of this? There was a control panel the whole time.
yeah,
No, which introduces our next major character. I didn't mean. Okay, fuck. Major Samantha Carter.
Yep.
Who's also like a super doctor physicist lady.
Yeah. She also fills
Slash
in
engineer.
for hot girl anytime that there's a
Slash
need for a
computer
hot girl.
engineer.
Yeah.
She can do. She does everything. She does all the things.
Yeah.
And then they constantly have to talk about how hot she is, even though it's just like she's not a bad.
pretty regular.
She's not a bad
She's a
looking lady.
7 tops.
She's not a bad looking lady.
Are you Doctor
But she's
Major,
not the
or are
hottest
you
woman
Major
alive.
Doctor? Or maybe it's when you're doing your military job, you're Major Doctor, but then when you're outside of the military base, you go back to being Doctor Major.
The only major doctor that I know of worked for Evil Concarne. Major Dr. Gossip.
All right, so if we go by Evil Concarne rules, then Major Doctor. Proceed. She's a 7. Go on.
And they go through to try to rescue that woman.
Yeah.
Because the Air Force doesn't leave anyone behind. You know?
Which is
Isn't that the Marines?
yeah, it's
Whatever.
it's way harder for the Air Force to not leave people behind. They're going so fast and they're going so far.
Look, okay, it's
If a plane goes down,
it works in the moment, and this is a show mostly made by Canadians, so they're just
most
LARPing
most
as
of what's on the other side. Of
even
the Stargate
harder than like a
Vancouver.
regular actor would as American military.
Got it.
But anyway, they go through the gate and they end up on this world Chulak. And yeah, they just meet up with some like weird robe dudes who Daniel Jackson. Oh, they have to go get Jackson first,
Yeah.
by the way.
They have to dial into Egypt and not Egypt.
Yes, because that's
It
where
was
they
really
learn.
hard to turn Vancouver into Egypt for that part. So the yellow on the camera filter, it was like a sheet of friggin' construction paper.
Oh yeah, every episode that's a forest. It's just like, wow, this sure looks like the forests of Canada. Like,
And they keep that aesthetic strong through every other series. Every single
Well, that's the thing. One other thing about filming in the woods is the woods are free.
They are. They're free. unlike the set and the green screens that they use for literally everything else. It's one set of, and by the way, they get their money's worth out of the set that they use to contain the Stargate. It's like an aircraft hangar with like a big imposing ramp that leads up to the Stargate, which was already ready when they had like the tarp over it. So the two guys that are like just goofing off while they're like quote unquote guarding are guarding like it's like set up like a stage play is about to happen. And then it did. A snake guy came.
And so they get there, then they find out, oh, this planet is ruled by Apophis.
Sometimes they call him Apophis also. They're not 100% on their pronunciations.
That's an actual Egyptian deity, air quotes. It's a big snake demon thing, and it opposes Ra, and the whole thing.
Did you guys ever see Gods of Egypt?
Oh my god, what a travesty of a
Starring
movie.
Jamie
Not
Lannister.
good.
It was incredible, actually.
Sure.
No, don't watch that movie.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
No.
Anyway, Apophis is abducting women through this. Oh, because he's also kidnapped Daniel Jackson's hot wife.
I remember this, yes.
So now that's why Daniel gets involved, because he's just like, he took my wife, and then so
And then he John Wicks his way through.
yeah, he's got to go get her, and then Apophis is gathering women to offer as a host to his mate.
We'll find one that fits, honey.
This is where we find out that now Goa'uld, which is the name of the race of the evil aliens, are weird snake things.
Yeah.
Where in the movie it was implied that it was a gray alien, as in like Gray Roswell, stereotypical archetype of an alien. But now, no, they're like weird snake eel things,
and they're awful.
Who are parasitic and infect pretty much anything. That's like biological, and
if you have a nervous
take it
system
over.
that they can take over, they'll live in you.
Yeah, and they prefer humans.
Yeah, but that's only when they're adults. There's something else that they need to do from the time that they're little babies,
which is kind of dumb. But basically, he's showing his eel wife these different bodies, and she's like, he shows her the American Air Force lady, and she's like, yeah. And goes back into her because their servant people are called the Jaffa.
Yeah.
Who are
the Jaffa.
When they come of age, they like gut you kind of and make like a weird sack.
Yeah.
And then you don't have an immune system anymore, but then they put an infant Goa'uld into your weird sack thing in your stomach. Yeah. And
now you do have
you're an incubator now for that, and then that now acts as your immune system until it grows up, and then it can take a host.
And then they weld like the icon, the badge for a car to your forehead.
Yeah, well,
like a little golden double snake.
So wait, the eel thing acts as your immune system,
yes.
like actively,
yes.
like it detects germs and like kills the germs.
Yes. If you remove the snake, he will get sick very quickly.
Not just germs, viruses, radiation, anything.
Yeah.
All right, but does it? I mean, like, is that a thing that just its presence in the system causes that, or is it physically
it actively does it?
Hunting down little thing. That's good stuff.
No, it actively does it because all Goa'uld can do that. A big part of them too is that they have genetic memory. They're like aboliths from D&D, where every Goa'uld has the memory of the Goa'uld before it.
So they know how to do that already.
So they're already like conscious basically. But
got it. The incubator guy, germs, got it. Like they already know.
Yep.
And then when they take a host, they can like basically make it live for like hundreds of years and yada yada yada.
They lightly super soldier you as well. They put out like a vague radiation of magic, I suppose. The Goa'uld in general, they're just very slightly magic. They're also like
they have the power to have all the powers.
They have the power to have all the powers.
Okay,
they're psychic. They're fucking. They can enhance your abilities. They keep you from dying of radiation poisoning.
They're not really psychic.
They do mind speaking, don't they?
No, I mean they can like. They do the shit. They can like take over the host.
Yeah.
Like I mean, anything like mind shenanigans is like with the host, but they torture the fuck out of you with various devices like that are applied to attack your mind, but they don't like natively have any like psychic powers.
They're just dicks.
Yes, 100%.
I love
That's the other thing. They're
Ghoul
just evil.
as a concept.
Straight up.
There's no redeeming qualities.
There isn't, yeah.
Even the guys that you meet who are like, wow, that guy's really cool. Every single episode that like that happens, like someone will turn to the camera and be like, and that's because that's the person that the Goa'uld is in. The snake is a dick, and they're all dicks forever. And then one episode will be like, but that Goa'uld might have been, that was a good one because it sacrificed its life. And then their guy who's a Jaffa will be like, don't ever think
so
that.
there are members of this species who don't call themselves the
They're
Goa'uld.
not the Goa'uld, yeah.
They call themselves the Tok'ra.
Yeah.
And they're Goa'uld who are like good, air quotes. They oppose what are the system lords, who are all the Goa'uld who have like vast empires and shit.
And they mostly have Egyptian god names.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple other ones in there, but and they're like the resistance force, and they're good because like it's implied the Goa'uld are just all evil because one, they have the memories of all the Goa'uld before them.
Right.
So if the Goa'uld before you was like super into torturing people and loved it, felt really good about it.
So one Goa'uld became evil one time, and that was over from there.
Yeah, it's dominoes after that.
And it's heavily implied. They have this thing that they use all the time called the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Which is from the movie. Basically, you put someone in it and it heals them from whatever happened, even if they just died.
It's
but it makes you insane like Batman.
Use it too much, you
and
go
like
evil.
Ra's al Ghul, you go insane.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. And so it's all the like...
As Batman foretold!
all the like major Goa'uld constantly use the sarcophagus because...
because we need to use them in the next episode and we already won?
Well, because they're usually like thousands of years old. Most of them, once they pick a host they really, really like, they'll just keep it alive for as long as they can with the sarcophagus.
He's got exactly the penis I like.
I was going to make that joke. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Well, it's mine, and it's mine forever now, and I'm going to use the sarcophagus to keep it forever.
And so that's the main focus of SG-1 is, in that initial movie, is they go in there, and then when Chick's already dead, oh well, mission failed. Automatically. Then they get captured, and it's like, well, shit, boys, this isn't looking too great. But we've gotten hints that...
Let's hope the rescue team that comes for us is better than we were.
We've gotten hints that Apophis's head Jaffa, this guy, Teal'c...
He's the coolest.
He is the coolest.
Played by Christopher Judge, who is old Kratos. Boy, that's him.
Okay.
He seems to... You've gotten hints that he's hesitant. He doesn't like doing this.
Yeah.
Like sacrificing people to this fucking evil snake thing. So he turns on them, and then they team up, and then they manage to escape through the Stargate. And it's like, ha! It's like, we got Teal'c on our side now. He's going to help explain about what the fuck is up with the Goa'uld and all this bullshit.
You'll be helpful to explain things to the audience. How would you like to enlist in the United States Armed Forces?
Teal'c is... I love Teal'c. He's a great character. He's like a combination of if you took Spock and Worf.
Yes.
And put them together.
Well said.
Sporf.
And he didn't get fucking Worfed all the time.
Yeah.
He's actually... Teal'c fucks shit up. Like...
He has some light super soldiering. He's pretty good.
Because the Goa'uld host, like symbiote, does give you light super soldier.
A little bit,
yeah. Because you can heal from shit you normally couldn't. He like casually walks through like radiation and stuff all the time.
And he'll like just stone cold with his fucking Kratos voice be like, "Do not worry, the Goa'uld within me shall restore my body." And then like he's visibly like 3rd degree burns. He's got like a withered leg. And then like the next episode he's hot again. You're like, that's right. Completely back. Everyone should have a tummy snake.
And so he joins SG-1. And they then it becomes Adventure of the Week.
Yes.
With sprinkled in with hard plot, because there is hard plot. Apophis is the main enemy. Because now they know that Earth or the humans, or because it's established that Earth is the origin of humans until it's not later, but it is.
And then
technically
they Stargated them out everywhere else for slavery.
Yeah, that's what Raw did when they found them, and then they liked them. They took them as hosts because they used to be lizard people as hosts before.
Yeah, I was wondering when the lizard people were going to come into it.
So a bipedal lizard race co-evolved with the Goa'uld on their home planet.
And got ditched.
Those are called the Unas, and so they originally took over them, and then figured out Stargate technology because they have that whole memory thing.
Yeah.
And then left.
Did the Unas have a natural belly pouch? Were they marsupial?
No.
Oh.
No, they just possessed them.
No, not that symbiote.
No, because on the home world, the Goa'uld are like aquatic, and so they just infest the waters.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
And so it's just like anytime you go near the water, you're risking it.
Yeah, you could get snake manned.
Yeah, then they eventually found Earth and was just like, these humans are kind of...
Much nicer.
I'm into this. Yeah, and then they took them,
Warm
and then
blood.
seeded them everywhere across where there were Stargates. And then created the Jaffa
Yeah.
as their foot soldiers.
And incubators for, yeah.
Which is kind of a weird... I don't know about that whole plot point, but it's whatever. Because Jaffa get mowed down like they're red shirts, like constantly.
I sort of got
They really do.
I got the feeling that like the idea was like if you were like a Goa'uld that was meant to get all the way to adulthood, then you were supposed to be a bad enough dude.
Kinda.
There's
I
a level of
guess.
heartlessness about their young, you know.
Yeah, they are pretty ruthless.
There was I remember an episode where like SG-1 is like teaching some like resistance fighters that are trying to fight the Goa'uld or whatever, and they're like doing a weapons demonstration.
Oh yeah.
And they have like the resistance fighter has like their sick nasty laser staffs.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to like blast a target, and he like misses a few times and hits it like once or twice, then it like goes pew pew pew.
Because the staff isn't built to aim shit.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, that's impressive. And then they just bust out a fucking submachine gun and just mow the target down, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna give you these, America. And I was like, what a fucking product placement.
Listen, the
That's
staff
fucking
is
wild.
cool. No one's debating the staff is cool, but they use that staff because they don't know shit about ergonomics. They're snakes. They've never had to think about holding anything.
Yeah, like a rifle is like the... We pretty much got that figured out.
We've
Like, that's-
Yeah, damn near.
We've ergonomically solved
Yeah.
accelerating a small piece of mass.
That's the shape that
through
thing
meat.
should be.
Yeah, and like, but you said with the Jaffa, like they're like so sick nasty in their snake armor with their beam staffs, and then they meet gun, and they stand no chance.
Yeah.
They stand
No one
chance.
else has ever invented this.
It's bad because, like, a crux of a lot of episodes is they show up and then, like, the people are being, like, mistreated by them, and they're like, so, you know, their armor is built, like, to resist other energy weapons. They don't have any resistance to just bullets.
No, it's not. They get blown away by staff weapons all the time. Their own staff weapons, which is what Teal'c uses.
Yeah.
He doesn't use like like an actual, like SMG or anything like that.
No, yeah.
But no, every time it's just...
He also sometimes
He
uses,
just
like,
blam, and then there's just like... Gaga!
he also uses, like, a Halo 2 gun sometimes.
That's the Zach Nicotel, which is... so that's
Say that again.
Zach Nicotel.
Good old Zach.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about
Which
a person.
they shortened to Zats because the Canadians can't say that.
Yeah.
And it 1 shot stuns, 2 shots kills, 3 shots disintegrates.
Yeah. Gets rid of evidence.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like a snake that's ready to strike, and you grab it, and it, like, up into, like, a
Oh,
ready
that's
position.
fucking
It makes
sick.
a Halo 2 noise.
Yeah. It's great.
One another plot point at a certain like super late in the show, like we develop like a spaceship, like a fucking space battleship, and there's like Star Wars elements going on there.
Yeah.
And there's another alien race that like, are you gonna get to this part?
Oh, there's a bunch of alien races.
Because I might be jumping the gun.
They
here.
do have the Greys
Well, so
as a thing also.
Well, battleships and shit from Earth start to come in mainly from in Atlantis.
Yeah.
Which is the spin-off series that started around 2004, I think.
Was there a battleship in SG-1? Am I?
That was
Eventually.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have the one.
It debuts, I think, in Atlantis or a movie or something. I want to say.
I was going to say that when they started doing the movies for Stargate, they found that was when they like fixed the battleship they discovered.
Because
I think in Antarctica they found.
I just remember that at some point there's a spaceship that the SG-1 people have.
Yeah.
And it's a plot relevant point that the aliens that we're treating with as like humans are treating with them as like allies, and they're like, yeah, we really struggle fighting the Goa'uld because they've developed their technology to like counter our like laser weaponry, but you stupid monkeys still use ballistic missiles, and they have no defense against that actually. And so it's a plot relevant point that like they just shoot warheads at the gold ship and the shields don't work.
Oh no, it's passing right through our laser-proof shields!
Yeah, because and the implication is that our technology is so primitive, in quotes, that their ultra-sophisticated fucking shields just don't work on it. And I thought that was such a silly, like, dumb plot point. I was like, that's wild.
It makes complete sense to me. You see, in the great work Baki, there's a character called Pickle.
No! I hate Baki!
But you see, Pickle has his power from time primeval, you see. He's just, they can't deal with him. Anyway, Stargate?
Well, so SG-1, right, like, goes, as you can imagine, right?
Yeah.
Like, we get Apophis, because he's one of the system lords, and now he's head system lord, because Ra's out of the picture, because Earth killed him. And then, that caused him a power vacuum, and so these other evil Goa'uld who have posed as gods from antiquity are like fighting, and then Apophis seems to have the upper hand. He seems to be the new big dog.
Yeah.
Then the humans show up and start fucking shit up. And Apophis hates them.
God bless America.
And so he's constantly trying to figure out ways to sabotage Earth.
I hate the humans because I am evil.
I think,
straight up, dude.
Remind me if this was a plot point. One of the bits that they had, because they want to come and like fuck up Earth. The problem that they have is that the only way they know how to get there is through the Stargate. Like, they don't know where Earth is outside of, coming out of a portal.
You can't, you bust through the ceiling and look at the stars,
They could if we didn't do the smartest thing in the world and apply the iris.
Well, that's okay. So the Earth Stargate, they built this giant metal shield that just shink, it's made of spikes somehow, but also is a circle.
It passes through itself like it clips through itself.
But it's just like a big metal shield, and then it prevents anything from rematerializing. So anyone tries to come through, it's just thump, thump.
And now they don't exist.
Good.
It's completely fatal. Everybody who tries to come through while the iris is closed is obliterated.
That's okay. That's good.
So it's
you learn from our mistakes.
Early episodes are Apophis being like, "This is bullshit.
Damn them!
You're not allowed to do that." And so, also, Rob, to answer your question, can't you just look at the stars or something? So the Goa'uld rely basically just on their genetic memory for everything. They
don't already know how to get
there. They're assholes. And so it's they just have gate addresses memorized. And it's they don't necessarily know where that is in space. Whereas human, the SGC, they built their own interface device.
Yeah.
Because our gate didn't have the one that usually is with a Stargate.
The one that looks like the prop master
and
design.
So they manually with a computer figured out how to plug it into this and then type in the address, which is way slower, but it's also
you get to see
you can do a lot of
move around on the Stargate like a rotary
That's mainly
phone.
what it's for, but
and then
the guy can say Chevron 1 encoded.
Chevron 1 encoded, yes.
Up until Chevron 7 locked.
And then they play
engage.
They play the theme song orchestrally, and it explodes open into
sick.
a big.
They really were a star.
They truly were.
And so it's not really a plot point later on, but then what you were saying. So the Earth Stargate system, when something goes through, it fucking tracks where it is in the galaxy, and then on a little shitty automated thing.
No one else's does that. It just goes to the other Stargate.
Because you just punch in the thing and then it turns on.
Yeah.
With our dumb monkey technology, we have an advantage.
Okay.
But that doesn't really come up that much.
No, it's surprisingly not relevant.
It's super relevant in the very
first
episodes.
Excuse me, but the Goa'uld made the Stargates, right?
No.
Oh, they didn't? Okay.
They did not.
They found them.
That would be the Ancients, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
Which is
So I was going to say, if they made it, then they know how to make them. They know how they work. Because if one guy made them, then they all know how they work. But they found them.
Yeah, they just figured out how to do it. Lots of races use the Stargate.
There's also there's an aspect of this. So there's the Ancients who made the Stargates. There's also Ascended, and whether or not those
is that like a Q?
Kind of.
Basically.
If you're a bad enough dude, you can become a glowing ball of light.
And you exist in a higher plane of existence, whatever that means, and then they don't do anything.
Yeah. But essentially it kills you. You stop mattering except for being an Obi-Wan Kenobi being like...
Because for whatever reason...
No, Daniel Jackson, you can't just cry about your
dead
wife.
They all agree that, like, no interference, we're just going to exist here and be better.
Yeah.
You three-dimensional losers.
Well, I thought his wife didn't die. She got taken by one of the Gould.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't she die at some point?
Maybe
Yes.
later. Okay,
Yeah,
I was going to say, yeah.
She might ascend. Most of all of Abydos ascends at one point. Because otherwise they're
It's
going
not that hard.
Because otherwise they're going to get us exterminated. Well, because there's this one bitch who ascended, who just helps other people ascend. So she like gives you like a cheat code.
It's left, right,
basically.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes.
Oh, you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around.
Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
you turn yourself around.
Yeah.
And then, like I said,
yeah.
you see like somebody's eyes, like they get it, and then they just
You
evaporate.
know, it's like how the Borg teleport in Star Trek, where it's kind of like turned sideways. Like,
Yes!
So it's like the hard plot for SG-1 is Apophis, right?
Yeah.
And then they basically beat him.
Yeah.
Because he shows up and actually is going to attack Earth in his spaceships with his son, who he took the body of Skara, the boy that Jack O'Neill bonded with.
That's right. My son has taken over your son.
oh my God, the Tim and Eric son stealing goes on.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
And then so
Whose son will win?
he and his
blow him up.
He and his evil son are gonna attack Earth, and then they try to shoot him with nukes, and it
It's like an
doesn't
Arrested
work.
Development bit.
But they managed to teleport on there because he's got a one of the ships has a Stargate on it. Don't
Yeah.
you know? Because they just take. Sometimes you can just do that.
Yeah, you can pick them up. They're not that.
It's just a
They're-
ring.
Yeah, they're not welded to the ground. The address of them isn't the planet's address. It's that ring's address. You can lay it right on the ground. Just make it into like a pool. Just sit around it with your elbows on the outside of it,
So they just
like it's a jacuzzi.
they just straight up just took the whole fucking thing and put it on a spaceship, and so SG-1 sneaks in on that, and yeah, they're just sneaking about, and then they get him, maybe.
It's really
They're holding him hostage, and they're trying to get Apophis to back off, but he's like, don't kill my son. He's like, also, son, I'm disappointed. Like, yada, yada, yada. They blow up the ships, because fucking course they do. But Apophis and not Skara get away, because they have ring teleporter technology, which is not Stargate.
Those aren't
rings.
Stargates. Those are short-range teleporters.
It's like multiple rings come down, and then it just goes, and
You can summon a cutscene.
you Star Trek poof away to somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not exactly clear how they went to, but
I just got a brain blast.
They come
of
from the top of
animation.
the screen.
I forgot about that. And it's like, they come from the top of the screen inexplicably.
Yeah.
It's sick, though.
Oh.
It's a sick effect.
He had the thing. He's gone.
yep.
Plot device.
You have to keep the camera higher on them, otherwise.
Yeah,
they-
the ring will come from the top. Yeah.
Then eventually, Apophis gets fucked, and that's actually a really good episode. Is he comes? He
He
shut
gets
up.
fucked and he comes.
Phrasing.
Okay. So he crash lands in his ship, and the SG people find him, and he tries to claim asylum with SG-1 with the Stargate Command
That's hilarious.
because
I'm a
he's-
foreign dignitary. I
he's-
demand asylum.
he's being attacked by like another rival system lord who's basically just screwed him, like got him real good.
Yeah.
And
Kurt Russell would have blown his brains out right there.
and he's like basically he's pretty much dying, and so he's just like, I demand asylum and medical attention. And they're just like, fuck you, actually. And it's like a weird ethical debate of an episode of just like, do we actually help him, or
We're injecting healing nanites into your blood,
And then
as they just like inject bleach.
meanwhile Teal'c is like, we should just kill him, like just kill him, like he's a false god.
I can't
he's
believe
he's
we're
like
talking
enslaved
about
my
this.
people. Like yeah. They're like, Teal'c, Okay,
Did you guys?
we do things differently here on Earth.
Did you guys forget that he gave me space aids and welded a car bumper to my fucking forehead?
Teal'c, okay. You just don't understand diplomacy.
Eventually,
Did me kill your wife?
The Gould rival, who's Sokar, aka Satan.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So the one who decided to imitate Satan is shown up,
He seems chill.
and he
first.
demands they just give him Apophis, and they're
Yeah.
just like, well, I don't know.
I'll give you his body.
And and other than that, he's threatening to just like, I'm just gonna keep sending like
Once you
attacks.
once you give me the healthcare that I desire, I will begin attacking again immediately.
Yeah, like he's just attacking their Stargate He's constantly opening the gate and then like attacking their iris. He's just like, I'm not going to stop until you give it to me. Like, so they eventually give him back. It's a whole actually emotional episode because the symbiote Apophis is dying, and so the host starts to regain lucidity, and he's like, "Where am I? What is this?" And then he's like speaking a language that's been like 1,000 years dead. And they're just like, "Oh, buddy, oh, jeez.
Where's my herring soup?" Like just ooh.
And it's already been established you can't remove the symbiote without like killing the host.
Yeah, they're mostly snake at that point.
So yeah, they end up sending him back, and it's just like, well, that's done with, I guess.
He died hundreds of, like maybe thousands of years ago. We're not saving the caveman that he took over 1,000 years ago and resurrected insane with their magical death box. That would be ridiculous. We're giving him to another snake man who says that he's going to kill him. And I guess we have to fight Apophis again. Because they have to fight Apophis again after
They
that.
do. But also, side note, there's a bunch of different aliens, right? Okay, so what big one? The Greys.
The Asgard.
The Asgard.
Yeah.
Who have... but the main one is Thor.
Yeah.
Like, they have Asgardian names. Like, somehow Earth just got all the aliens imitating gods.
And they are full on, like, 3 foot tall, skinny, gray.
Earth is the traditional alien place for like frat pranks.
One of them.
Like, I told him I was the god of thunder.
So they exist, and then like they seem to just like they can just spank the Goa'uld whenever they show up, but they're busy because they're not from this galaxy.
Yeah, and they're busy with real space war.
And then that's
with your pussy ass snake war.
They say very early on in the series that because he owned Colonel Jack O'Neill, he's like Thor, like, can't you throw us a bone here, like. You like can annihilate them easily, and he's just like, look, man, like we got our own problems back home, and we're dealing with something way worse than the Goa'uld. Okay, and he's like, Dad, don't tell me that.
How much worse? Worse enough that the weapons that we
ask
use,
me again in 2 to 3 seasons.
Yeah, we can use a weapon right now to instantly eradicate the Goa'uld threat, and that isn't helping us in our current war. It's bad. Things are bad.
So the Asgard do help.
Very expensive, so you're not going to see it.
Every now and then, they're super advanced. Their whole thing is they don't reproduce anymore. They live infinitely through clone bodies,
which doesn't work forever.
And they've deteriorated. Wow, a copy of a copy of a copy.
I presume that's why they're so hilariously tiny and thin and sickly looking.
Fucked up. Yeah.
They look like exactly what they are, which is like a puppet that they were able to buy for a Sci-Fi Channel show. It looks like it should be in an Adult Swim show generally. The puppet that they use for Thor.
So
I'm looking it up. You're talking.
They're pretty good puppets actually. Later on they get better.
They get better.
They right around there-ish, I think, is no, because they have to introduce what they're fighting.
Yeah.
Because, so they deal with the devil, but actually the devil was betrayed by Apophis, who then is now in charge again. So what Kevin was saying, they have to fight Apophis again.
Yeah.
And
they love fighting Apophis.
Yeah, all the time. That whole thing ends, and then Thor shows up with his ship and is dying, and he's like, Jack O'Neill and Earth, like, I need your help. Like, our enemy, the replicators, have infected my ship. And it's like, I'm kind of boned right now. It's like, Jack O'Neill, I need you to get the repository of the ancients' knowledge. That's the whole thing.
I need you to get my hard drive and don't look inside.
So it's the ancients were the gate builders,
yeah,
right? And they're a very mysterious race. And then they start getting into the ascension bullshit.
Yeah, they might have all ascended. They might still have one or two around that are posing as Gandalfs,
like Heaven's Gate.
Yeah,
man, you know, and yeah. they were like incredibly. We still don't know anything about them, blah blah blah. But they left little caches of their knowledge on like certain places. It's a whole episode where one just grabs Jack O'Neill by the face and then downloads all the information in his brain, but it's too much information.
Yeah.
So his brain is like dying. He's like,
yeah, that's right.
So Thor,
scan a human brain, you're gonna get fucked up.
So Thor, right? He's like, I need you to do that again, and then we're gonna put your consciousness into my ship, and you're gonna use the ship's supercomputers to utilize that information to fight the replicators.
By the way, the replicators are exactly what they sound like.
Yeah, they're like little spider bots.
They're little spider bots made out of like self-replicate. They're not quite nanites. They're more like thumb drive nanites, where each one is a chunk.
They're made of like Legos, basically.
They're made of Legos, intelligent Legos that turn into spiders, and
they have one directive.
Yeah, they just want to make more fucking Lego spiders.
Then their whole thing is they do the Borg.
Yeah.
They do look like Lego.
You hit them with a certain technology, and then it's like they adapt.
Yeah.
Haha, that isn't working again anymore. Until, Tony, you get the MSGs out, and
yes, sir.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes, sir.
I got to this, bitch.
It's like a multiple plot point that our monkey technology is super effective against aliens.
The primitive bullets, like the replicators had no answer to this.
Hot lead down range.
It's pretty great. And so that's like a whole thing. He built a dismantle Lego gun.
Yeah. Where
it just shoots it and then they
fall apart like the Lego video games when a character dies. You hear the sound of all the Legos hitting the floor.
And that becomes a problem again later.
They come back, yeah.
Yeah.
When the budget supports the proper attack of them.
Which I like the timeline. Like I don't claim to be an expert on the Stargate timeline because it's fucky, but
yeah,
I don't. Somewhere around here is where Anubis gets introduced.
Yeah,
and Anubis was a Goa'uld, right?
Who promised to be cool.
Who apparently was so evil that the other Goa'uld banished him.
Yeah.
One of the things he did was he cannibalized another Goa'uld in front of everyone.
You're not supposed to do that.
And they were just like, "Whoa, man!" And he was like, "What? I thought we were evil." Like, but so he was banished to wherever.
Yeah.
And then
banished to Nylar 4.
He suddenly comes back and has like super advanced technology, and he's got these weird, crazy foot soldiers called Call Warriors.
Yeah.
Who just have like sick black armor that's just it's obviously like plastic, but it looks pretty cool.
Plastanium.
And then they have sick like wrist blaster things.
Yeah.
And then they have nearly invincible shields.
Yes.
Until you get a low velocity dart gun. Just pump them full of tranquilizer until we can figure out how to actually kill them. Like
put a net over them like you're
literally.
Damn them!
It's a whole episode.
Our blasts are going through the holes in the net. We can't get out.
There's a whole episode devoted, or maybe two, of this Call Warrior who's just walking like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
In a straight line, and they're just get in there, hit him with everything we got. And he's just walking through like grenades.
Yeah.
Like every kind of like gunfire. They try to like blow him up with mines and shit at one point, I think.
And then somebody accidentally watches the Dune TV movie, and they're like, "That's it. We have to go slower."
Pretty much. And and then the darts get through because they didn't account for this.
Yeah, that guy did not plan.
It's the whole thing. And then it's like, Anubis. How is he doing all this? This is crazy. Also, Daniel Jackson got a huge dose of radiation, like two seasons
and now
ago.
He's a Hulk.
And then the only
Good guess.
He was going to die, but then he managed to ascend.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he pops in every now and then to just be like, "Hey, Jack," and say some cryptic shit.
I'm not on the
Cryptic metaphor.
Until Anubis becomes a problem.
and then
And then he tries to show up and it's just like, "You got to stop this, Anubis." And Anubis is like, "Haven't you heard I'm evil?" But the big problem is, why is Anubis so dangerous? How's he doing all this stuff? And then it's a big reveal because Daniel Jackson is confronting him, where he's just like, "I'll use my ascended powers," and Anubis is just like, "Actually, no, you won't." And then takes off his mask because he's like in an evil,
He's got a Darth
blank
Vader, yeah.
like mask with like big wizard robes. And then he takes off his mask, and then we find out Anubis managed to ascend.
There's a ball of light behind the mask.
he's been a ball of light in a mask the whole time.
He's a black cloud because he's evil.
Evil.
So he's the only Gould who managed to ascend because that one chick who Oma or something,
Who was telling everybody the cheat
who
codes?
teaches people how to ascend. He just tricked her ass.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, ah. But then the other ascended were just like,
That's right. I typed in money bags on
we
the
can't
home
let
screen.
you just have phenomenal cosmic power. So they descended him, so he's like halfway ascended.
Yeah.
That's like when Beavis and Butthead accidentally find enlightenment in one of the new episodes,
Jesus.
Kinda,
That's
yeah.
perfect.
and they annoy everyone else.
I think it's a lot like when Anakin is denied the rank of master. We allow you onto the council. You're ascended, but you don't. You're not really ascended.
Pretty much. He actually doesn't mind that much because he wants to just continue being like an overlord and shit.
If you ascend all the way, then you have to agree with everybody not to fuck up the universe with your wizard power.
And he can totally interact with those guys still too.
Yeah.
Like that's like a whole thing where they finally defeat him. It's actually a really good bit. I think it's the end of a movie, maybe.
I think that's a movie. Yes.
But Daniel Jackson is in a like a diner.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring up, when's the diner come up?
Yeah, then that's
The diner.
yeah.
Yes.
Everyone in there is an ascended being
Yeah.
because the chick she's the waitress, and he's just like trying to figure shit out. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, how can we beat him? And there's this guy, this big fat dude in like a suit, and he's just really like loud and boisterous, and is just like talking mad shit to the waitress. And then eventually, it's just like, oh, that's Anubis, and he's just like, yeah, it's me, you dumb fucking idiot. Like,
You've been fucking asking everybody for plans, and I've been telling you the whole time, like, oh, you should try that.
and he's just sitting there like making fun of them. He's just like, I'm gonna win. Like, I can't lose.
Yeah.
He's like, even if I do, I'm immortal.
I'm still here, yeah.
Like, what? Well, you can't touch me.
I'll
And
be
he's-
here at the diner at the edge of infinity.
And he even before he even reveals that it's Anubis, like he makes a point of, he screams at all the other patrons, it's just like they won't do anything, basically.
They're pussies. Look at them. That's how you ascend.
And then it ends with that one Oma or whatever, the one ascended chick. She is just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna attack you. And Anubis is like, what? Like, that's pointless. Like, we can't destroy each other. And she's like, yeah, but I can attack you forever.
Yeah.
He's like, you wouldn't do that. She's like, try me, bitch. And then, yeah.
One of the problems of being in this diner is that I'm a waitress and this is hot coffee and just pour it on him. He's like, ah!
So they just turn into balls of light, and then she just is.
They Dragon Ball Z against each other.
She's eternally just beating the shit out of him, and he can't do anything about it because he has to use all of his power to fight back.
Yeah.
And that's how they beat Anubis. Yay.
And
then Stargate Atlantis.
Oh my god!
Because in defeating Anubis' army, they found the lost city of Atlantis, frozen in Antarctica.
yes. But don't worry, we're not going to be spending time in Antarctica because the city itself
It's in Vancouver.
Is an intergalactic space city.
Okay.
and it flies.
We're going to the Pegasus Galaxy, baby. And then they do that.
Oh my god!
Stargate Atlantis was sick. It was a great successor.
Welcome to Planet.
Wait, no. I think it was a different city. But they found out Atlantis was in the Pegasus because there's one. It's frozen underground. This other city.
Right.
I think that was just an outpost in Antarctica. See, this is how confusing Stargate is. Okay?
Stargate is. Yeah.
And then they get the gate address
Yeah.
for Atlantis, which is an 8 chevron code, not a 7.
Oh.
8 chevron is, you're going outside of the Milky Way.
Yeah.
They did that
Long distance call.
He did that when he got
put the 1 in front of the phone.
Exactly. Yes.
When Jack O'Neill got the information downloaded and he was going to die, he instinctively built a thing to power the Stargate so he could do an 8 code, and then he went to the Asgard home galaxy, and they were like, "Oh, we got you, bro." And then they took all the brain killing information out
They
of
gave
his
him
head.
their equivalent of an aspirin.
Yeah, bleeding to death, no problem.
Yeah, they literally, he waves his hand, he's got like an eyeball in his hand, and it just like rainbows out of his head. It's awesome. And then they send him back. And they're just like, "You humans, we like you guys. We got our eye on you. You guys are doing good stuff."
Get the hell out of
We
here.
got 'em, boys.
Yeah, he's like, "Get out of here, scamp." Like,
And don't try to star 69. We're changing
Hey,
this.
kid, catch.
so this time they intentionally do that because now they have access to these things called ZPMs or 0-point modules, which is the bullshit whatever ancient power device.
Yeah, it's the new...
Ancient as in the species they call the ancients.
Yeah.
Who are actually the Lanteans or Atlanteans. Take your pick.
Yeah.
Who are ancienter humans who evolved in another galaxy somehow perfectly as humans, as we are humans.
Are we from them? Are they from us? Who can say? That's not really the point of the show. The point of the show is that it would be very expensive to make them look like something other than humans.
The dumb show explanation is that the Tauri, the people of Earth, are the second life form to evolve into the human form.
Yeah. But Stargate Atlantis...
Do with that what you will. But yeah, Stargate Atlantis starts up as its own independent thing in the Pegasus galaxy.
Yes.
And then they're like, Atlantis. Wow, the lost city of the ancients.
Atlantis.
And that one is all about, like, we're trying to figure out what happened to the ancients. Oh, they're dead. They all died. There's this other species called the Wraith.
Yeah.
And they ate them all.
I bet they're good.
The Wraith are just Dark Eldar.
Kinda, yeah.
If
Except
Dark Eldar had
except they
vampire
have, like,
hands.
lamprey hands that they suck your literal life
your
out
essence,
of you. They can make you an old man, like by sucking your life out of you, you know.
with their vampire hands.
And so that's what they just eat people. And
Luckily-
if they do that, they can live forever.
Luckily, the Stargate team has one thing that the Wraiths cannot beat. And that is...
An HKMP9.
No.
Oh, okay.
Undiscovered actor Jason Momoa.
Dude, I remember...
He's young and skinny.
And I think he lied about his age. I think he lied about his age to get on there or something.
He was young.
Yeah.
He's a little baby Momoa.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen him when he's like big.
Yeah, once he's filled out.
Yeah.
Once...
He has dreads. It's sick.
If you look at young Momoa in Stargate Atlantis, you can see where his muscles desire to be. You can see the future that he needs to fit,
that's really
like where he
funny.
must grow.
No, okay, I'm gonna...
It's not like he's rail thin.
No, he's not rail thin.
He's just normal.
Like I'd imagine many Philistines like me, the first place I saw was Game of Thrones. I legit thought they put out a casting call for, like, vaguely ethnic, really strong guy.
Yeah.
Like that. I didn't know that he was already in Hollywood. I didn't know that.
He starred in Conan the Barbarian.
Before Game of... Was that before Game of Thrones?
Yes.
I remember I watched that with my dad. We thought it was kind of just okay.
Because
It was made.
people called him Twink Conan.
He's definitely Twin Conan. That is an accurate moniker. No, but I remember the episode they go into, I think his name was Rourke in the show.
Ronan.
Ronan, yes.
Ronan. And they go into his backstory, and it's super sad. I cry every time. Where his planet was attacked by the Wraiths. And he's like, they show like a flashback of him doing a last stand with his boys.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't go well for them, and his family gets eaten.
With like a clearly plastic sword and gun.
Yeah, it's sick.
That's his move. He has a sword and a gun. He's sick. I love Ronan.
Yeah, so the plot of Atlantis is they get there, right?
Yeah.
The expedition team. But the city has like virtually no power, and they don't have a way to power it because they only have like one ZPM or something, and the city's underwater. Like Atlantis. And then they're like, oh no, the shield is collapsing. Like in section of the city are flooding. Like, what do we do? And they're like, I don't know. Like, And then eventually the conclusion, somehow I forget how they reach it, is just like, let it happen. And then they do, which triggers a failsafe.
Yeah.
And it rises to the surface and everything's fine.
Yeah.
Except they don't have any power. So it's just like, we can't get back to Earth. So we got to start dialing stuff here, find some ZPMs.
And they also have a new kind of Stargate that they use. It's not just a big room. It's a cutscene. You get to have a cutscene because now the Stargates are on like little satellites in orbit.
Some of them.
And you fly your ship into them.
Yeah.
So instead of everyone putting on their camo and walking through the big circle, you just be like, let's go. And then it's a loading screen.
Accurate.
Cheaper.
Until they make the episode. So I have a rule in writing that I really think this makes something good. If it's a story that only this story could tell, only this world could tell this story, that means it's good. And they do an excellent one where they fuck it. They just completely fuck the loading screen, and they timed the ship wrong with the turning on of the Stargate, and the front of the ship got past the Stargate, and then the gate's on, so you either walk through the gate that has cut your ship in half, in which case you'll be in space, just on the other side, like millions of miles away, who knows, or you wait until you just die back there, and they're like, whew, I sure hope we can fix this one. And then
That sounds like a cool episode.
it was a great episode, and luckily they put every character who had a personality. This was an early episode. They didn't all have personalities yet. They put both of the guys who had personalities on the ship. One of them is the what's his name?
Isn't that the one where Shepard has the bug on his neck?
I think that might be it. Yeah.
There's an episode where the guy in this one is Colonel Shepard.
Yeah.
Young buck.
He's nowhere near as interesting as any character from SG-1, but he's serviceable enough for all the side characters to matter.
Yeah, they were on a planet, and then like this weird space bug just latched onto his neck, and they can't do anything. Like the Wraith, they try to blow it up, but it just heals after it's just sucking down on his life or juices.
I don't remember the name of they have a scientist guy who's like he's a disagreeable smart guy scientist, and I can't remember his name or the actor.
Rodney McKay.
I know that he's not
Dr. Rodney McKay.
Dr. Rodney.
He's like a really weird.
In my head, he's played by Richard Kind, but he is not.
He looks like a very strange, nerdier, awkwarder version of Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Nerdier?
Yeah.
A little bit rounder. Let's pull him up.
Yeah, he does look
He's got like a tilt to his head that's real weird. I don't know.
Stargate Atlantis. Dr. Rob.
Yeah, the general plot is that, the Atlanteans lost. The Wraith were just too numerous, they ate them. They won so hard, and then they went to sleep.
This guy.
They went to sleep. They did the Necron
Yeah,
thing.
they did the Necron.
Where they went to sleep to let the universe repopulate with life, and then they're just going to eat everyone and do it again.
And then they wake up periodically, and it's like time to chow down, and then they go back to sleep.
They wake up every so many million years to terrorize the forests of Vancouver. That's where they attack. They attack from the trees every single time. You can turn on any episode
They filmed it one time and just kept using it.
Yeah.
Except Stargate Command shows up at Atlantis, and now we're here to fuck shit up. And actually, they just kind of fuck shit up for everyone else because they wake up the Wraith prematurely.
Yeah.
And they just start eating everyone.
And then one of the plot points...
We've come to save you! Sorry.
One of the plot points I really liked is that there's a Wraith civil war because they woke up too early and there's not enough things for them to feast. Yeah. So like, well, we got to call the herd. Like, there's not enough people
too
for us
many
to
of
eat.
us. Yeah.
We steamroll every single time, and it's just going too well for us. So there's not enough food to go around. So sorry, guys, split in half, and we'll start murdering each other.
Okay, so it's like the general, like how like the whole timeline goes for Atlantis is. I haven't finished it, like because I only just actually started watching Atlantis for the first time. Because I was very like stubborn, like no, like SG-1. But no, it's
They're all the same show.
Yeah, and we said, Mario, you have to do a podcast episode about Stargate.
No, I started doing that before. But basically, it starts as like, oh no, we don't have power, we can't get back to Earth.
Yeah,
because that takes a lot of power to go to another galaxy.
Yeah.
Then they're adventuring, yada yada. Then it's, oh no, the Wraith. They know where we are. We don't have shields though. And then they figure that out. And then it's, we actually like managed to get like a note back to Earth. Cool, sweet. And then a fucking spaceship shows up from Earth, and it's we have spaceships now. It's the Daedalus, which is like Earth's first like big fucking like cruiser thing, and it has intergalactic engines because the Asgard helped us make it.
Yeah. Isn't that the episode where... Isn't that the ship that the last episode of Stargate takes place on? Where they get stuck in, like, time dilation?
Might be one. Cause, well, by that point, they have, like, multiple ships.
Yeah.
It might be the one, though. I don't know. But, yeah, and it's like... we have intergalactic engines now, so it's just like, okay, well, so now this whole...
So now the Stargate...
This whole, like, we can't get back to Earth is, like, trivialized. Like, it takes, like, a couple days or something to, like, get back by Daedalus ship.
But you can just fly there. It's not that hard. Stargate has...
So then it turns into, oh no, the Wraith have found out about Earth. Now they're trying to come to Earth because there's so many humans. And the Milky Way enlarged, you know.
They have actual Vancouver down there. We have to get down there.
And it's just... And then you get the back and forth between, and it's just every now and then it's like in Atlantis, like a ghoul will show up and be like, remember from the other show? And then and then in SG1 it'll be like, we got this thing from our boys are doing good work in the Pegasus galaxy.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah.
These ran concurrently.
Yes. Technically overlapping rather than concurrently, because Stargate SG1...
They're pretty removed from one another.
Yeah.
Like, big picture.
There's like a... If they need like a thing to be like, you know... Can we just solve this in SG1? Come on. Yeah, fuck it. They get it from Pegasus Galaxy. Good old Pegasus Galaxy. Can't beat Pegasus Galaxy.
Yeah, because SG1 really like starts to get out there.
Yeah.
Because one MacGyver leaves eventually, and they get the guy from Farscape.
Yeah.
He's a new dude. And then it's like the replicators come back because they handle Anubis, right? Then the replicators come back, but now they're Terminators.
Yeah, they're no longer Legos.
They're like nanites.
And Thor is like, oh yeah, did you guys think that was... Did you think the Legos were fucking us up in the other galaxy? No! They get so much better! The Legos are like they're dumbest little guys. I'm just 3 foot tall and I have no muscle mass because I'm a little gray clone man. So the Legos were getting me. And then now they have like nanites where it's like, oh yeah, it's just a gray man. Just a silvery Data-style man could be a replicator. And, they're taking over fucking everything.
Yeah, that's like,
CG got better.
Yeah, a lot better.
That's a whole fucking thing. Then like the System Lord Ball.
Yeah,
that's a whole thing. Then Anubis isn't actually. Well, it was a whole like thing like before they do the fucking diner scene. But
yeah,
that all shit happens. Then we get the penultimate villain of SG1, which is like on paper works, but then in execution it wasn't that great. That's the Ori.
Yes.
Because
there's more.
Yes.
How many seasons of TV are we talking here?
I want to say 9 for SG1.
That's a lot.
And like 7 for...
At least for Atlantis, yeah. And that's not the end
very
of
wrong
either
on that,
things. Stargate has like the movie that started it off, but then it also has like 4 or 5 movies that are just canon. And so I think Atlantis has 2 movies, and there's another series.
I know the show basically flopped with Universe, and Universe had a complete tone shift. Whereas like Atlantis and SG1 are kind of campy and like plucky.
Yeah.
Universe was like drama. It was like heavy, like trying to be darker and more gritty, and it really pissed off the fandom. They did not track.
Because Universe. Did that come out?
I don't remember. It was around the time things started getting edgy.
Is it a casualty of the Dark Knight?
Yeah.
I would say like 2013, something like that.
It was
I want to say earlier than that.
I believe it was supposed to be like a soft reboot as well to go hand in hand with the video game MMO that was supposed to be coming out.
Oh yeah.
When are we playing Stargate Universe?
Literally never. Can you look it up real quick? I'm actually curious.
Yeah, let's look it up.
Let's get a little phone. My phone's in my pocket and I'm sitting down.
It's a lot like, for those of you who also made the youthful mistake of reading Homestuck, it's sort of like the MMO for Ghostbusters, where it's like, no, right? No.
2009.
I was going to say, I wanted to say it was right before I graduated.
I'm comfortably prepared to call that a Dark Knight casualty.
Because I remember because I was, being a cynical teenager in high school, and I remember like watching this and being like, this completely misses the point of Stargate. This is horseshit.
Stargate is supposed to be about a man whose son died from finding his gun, and then that man would go on to fight gods with nothing more than just like...
Than an HKM peanut.
One M16 and all the grenades that they can carry.
They had no defense against it. They had no defense against it.
One of MacGyver's greatest weapons was his sarcasm.
It was, yes.
Accelerated metal, my one weakness.
Yeah, God, what was it?
The Ori?
No. What was the one you were just saying? That was bad?
Universe?
Universe, there we go. That one's like they're on a ship, they don't know where they are, and it's just about people on the ship. It's like they don't...
interpersonal drama.
They don't have like plucky, fun adventures going to alien planets.
They don't shoot anyone with bullets.
Yeah. They cut down on the entire Vancouver cost.
But yeah, it was... apparently it's actually pretty good, but it was not well received.
It's a shame that it's any good, because what it isn't is Stargate, which is the problem.
Yeah, that's... If they had made a new show and didn't try to, like, co-opt the fucking IP... I think it would have done better, because it was an okay show. It was serviceable, but it just wasn't Stargate. It missed the point of Stargate.
I'm glad you said that, because when we came up with the concept for this episode initially, I let Anthony know that we were going to be doing this episode, and he said that you make sure that you bring up
Zafagate!
Oglethorpe and Emery from Aqua Teen Hunger
It's
Force.
nothing like that thing from that old movie, though it was a really good movie.
So I'm glad you did that. Thank you. Covered my bases for me there.
Yeah, then there's like a web series or something that came out. Stargate Origins.
Yeah. There's also the animated series.
Oh, yeah.
Stargate Infinity! And that's the theme song, and it lives in my head forever.
I can see why it would.
It came on Fox Kids.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I forgot about that.
I'm going to hit you with something that you definitely...
Oh, man.
Another animated classic from Fox Kids that you definitely forgot about.
Are you going to say Shaolin Showdown?
No, I'm talking about Evolution.
Evolution?
Do you remember that movie Evolution about the alien comet that hit Earth and then like gook? Well, there was an animated series on Fox Kids.
Sure.
I did not know this.
I didn't know that.
And they had a villain who the aliens would keep evolving into one guy who hated them. He was a giant Satan monster. He's like, and when I finally take over this planet, I'm going to kill you guys.
Get those meddling kids.
And then they just spray him with the shampoo, which is that's how that movie ended, if you didn't remember.
Head and Shoulders.
Head and Shoulders. And, yeah.
I'll be back next Saturday.
Yeah. I'll be back next Saturday, unless that new Godzilla, the animated series. Whoa! Remember American Godzilla with Matthew Broderick?
I'll be back next Saturday unless you kids eat enough post-breakfast cereals. Part of a balanced breakfast.
Unless you wash your hair with Head and Shoulders with dandruff protection. The selenium.
Yeah. Then SG-1.
SG-1, yeah.
Wraps up with the Ori, who are evil ancients.
Yes.
Because they came from a different galaxy, and then so the ancients just left, because they're like, we like science, and the Ori are like, no, religion. And then they ascended, but they're powered by worship, whatever reason. Yeah, and then they're represented by a big old fire.
Yeah.
They're
magic.
They're space Christians.
Yeah. Everyone else is running on technology. They're the only ones running on magic.
Yeah, and then their mythology is King Arthur, because why not? Yeah. And then Merlin is one of the good ancients who made the Sangreal, which kills ascended beings. Don't ask. It's the whole thing.
Which means also, by the way...
Then they kill the Ori, but they impregnated a girl, and she had a baby who's an Ori human, but then it ascended. Now she's in charge. She gets all the worship. But then they have the Ark of Truth.
Yep.
Which they give to her priors, who a prior is someone you gifted magic powers to because they believe in your Bible, I guess.
You can
and then they get cool staff powers. But then if you make one of them open the box, the Ark of Truth,
they lose all their powers.
They learn the truth, and then they're all connected because they're fucking semi-ascended, and then they all learn the truth. Oh, they're not gods, and then she lost all the power.
Yep. You're not a god. Ah, beans!
Yep.
Now I know.
The end.
Yay! Roll credits.
One of my favorite parts about Stargate.
And they followed that up with Universe.
I love that Stargate will leave you having a scene where a fat, like, military bureaucrat will be like, well, we have to send more reinforcements, otherwise Merlin will die.
Actual plot point.
Is there any way that we can contact Thor in the Asgard?
No, they blow themselves up eventually.
Yeah. I love how ridiculous it is, especially because so many of the larger things that happen in the Stargate universe, you find out just in the field. Just they're there talking to some guy in what is like a peasant outfit about like, oh, that's so crazy. You have religion too. We come from big circle.
Yeah, I glossed over so much stuff. There is actually a lot of interesting like alien cultures and stuff they run into.
And then you'll talk to them for half an hour, and then Thor will show up and be like, everyone of my race has died now in the Great Space War, and you're like,
that
Thor,
you will never see.
Thor, is there anything we can do? And he's like, you must go to the cave of the set that we were able to rent, and in there you will find the wisdom. And they go to find the wisdom, and then it's like, so they're all dead. That's crazy. Let's update the lore, and then M16s, and then home.
It's a pretty good.
It works on me every time.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show loop.
Because Thor is like a shitty gray alien puppet in the one picture I saw.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just imagining
That's
him.
that's how I think of him.
Yeah, I imagine him, people doing like the things they do with gray alien puppets, like making it smoke cigarettes and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
That's what I think about. They're all dead. Don't worry about it. Go to the cave.
Go to the cave. I have to think more closely about how to destroy the Lego spiders.
Some Asgard do survive. They're in the Pegasus Galaxy, though.
Of course.
They survive on in Stargate Atlantis. That's about it. But Thor and his group, they just were just like, they were like dying of a disease or something because their genetic shit was just fucked.
We got over.
And so it's like, actually, we just decided to blow everything up. Here's all of our knowledge, humans. You're pretty cool. Bye.
There's no way that this can backfire on us. And then months later,
the puppeteers union is really needling us. We gotta get rid of. We're cutting all the puppets.
Industrial Light and Magic. The bill's just too high, you know. And frankly, I don't think the Spirit Halloween mask is going to cut it. I think that people are going to see through it. Stargate also does this thing where I would say they're very cosplay friendly, where every outfit is easily cosplayed with only minor like special effects that take place that exist entirely to just let the guy take off the helmet. Like, they have so many scenes that are just like, the Iron Man, the helmet retracting all fancy. Mm-hmm. Every single alien with a helmet will have a fancy helmet retraction scene. Of course. And then that helmet is gone. They might as well have thrown it right in the garbage.
That's actually like that's how the tech tree goes. Helmet retraction, then Stargate.
Once we're not there yet. I mean, we can't retract our helmets. Yeah. We have to put them on like dumb idiots.
Yeah, like monkeys. Stupid idiot monkeys.
We have to strap our chin to them.
Oh my god, primitive.
Absolutely primitive. That's why we saw them M16s and shit.
And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed the nature of this content, go and give us a like and subscribe on YouTube, and go and give me a follow on Blue Sky, and you can support us on our Patreon. And I'd like to give a special thanks to our Patreon subscribers, our fellow Scryers, Maticate, GaryGoblino, MidniteGrimoire, The Greater Good Boy, Kinomajaro, Grimtones, Wanrical Barcis, Janklord Emperor, Grimothy, Bread the Gnarbarian, Cheffireman, and of course, my mom.
Thank you guys. Love you guys so much. Have a good one.
Bye.
Good night.